how the husband should come to the wife. It is allowed for a Muslim man to enter his wife in her so inshallah ta'ala, due to the how sensitive some words are, I can't pronounce them, so what I'll say is to refer to the woman's parts of body. What the best I can say is her front and her rear. So when I say her front, it means her private part, and her rear means inshallah. Hope you understand me. So the Sheikh Muhammad Naasiruddeen Albaany Rahimahullaah says that it is allowed for a Muslim man to enter his wife in her front from any direction he wishes, from behind or from the front. About this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Baqarah verse 223, Allah says, Nisa'ukum harthun lakum fa'tu harthakum anna shi'tum. Your wives are a tilth unto you, so approach your tilth when or how you will. And Sheikh Rahimahullaah says, you can approach your wife from her front, but from any direction. From any direction. Whether she will lie down, she's gonna do what? It depends on both your husband and wife what you agree upon, but just make sure it's from her front and not from her rear. So there are also various hadith on this subject, of which I will give only two. On the authority of Jabir, who said, radiyallahu anhu, the Jews, Yahud, used to say that if a man entered his wife in her front but from behind her, when a man enters into his wife, has a relation with his wife from her front, which is allowed, but a direction behind her, their child would be cross-eyed. Subhanallah. Then Allah revealed the verse that I recited in the beginning of the video. And Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam also said, from the front or the back, as long as it is in her front, in her in her front. So whether from behind or from the front or from the back, so far as it goes through her front, khalas, is accepted. So what the Jews used to say, that when you have a relation with your wife in her front but from behind her, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, your wives are a tail to you, so approach them when and how you will. The second narration is on the authority of Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu, who said, the Ansar means, you have the Muhajirin and the Ansar. When Muhammad sallallahu and the Sahabas migrated from Mecca to Medina, those who migrated from Mecca to Medina are called the Muhajirin, and those who received them in Medina are called the Ansar. Those who lived in Medina were called the Ansar. So the Ansar, who had been polytheists, they used to be mushrikeen. They used to engage in shirk, lived with the Jews. So before Islam, they used to live with the Jews, who were people of the book. The Jews were people of the book. The former viewed the latter as being superior to them in knowledge. So the Ansar at that time, they used to view the Jews as people of knowledge and used to follow their example in many things before Islam. The people of the book would only make love to their wives from the side. So the Jews will only make love to their wives from the side. This being the most modest way for the woman. And the Ansar had followed their example in that these people from the Quraysh, on the other hand, used to expose their women in an uncomely manner. They took pleasure in them from the front, from the back, or laid out flat. When the Meccans came to Al-Madinah at the time of Hijrah, one of them married a woman from among the Ansar. A Meccan married a woman among the people of Medina, the Ansar, and began doing that with her. She disapproved of it and told him, "We used only to be approached from the side, so do that or stay away from me." Subhanallah. We are told that people in Mecca, on the other hand, used to expose their women in an uncomely manner. They took pleasure in them from the front, from the back, or laid out so far as it still goes through her front. But people of Medina, the Ansar, they did not know that. So when the Meccan was trying to do that with the Ansar woman, she disapproved that, and she said, "We used only to be approached from the side, so do that or stay away from me." Subhanallah. This argument or dispute became very serious until it reached the ears of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the best of mankind. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the verse, "Nisa'ukum harthun lakum fa'tu harthakum anna shi'tum." Your wives are a tilth unto you, so approach your tilth when and how you will. Surah Al-Baqarah. From the front, the back, or laid out flat, they are all accepted. What is meant here is the entry which produces children. So, any position in which you will to come with your wife, Islam accepts that position so far as it goes through her front and not her rear. For Islam prohibits going through your wife's rear. But if it's from the front, any position you guys will to come with, Islam allows you to do that.